Well, if it isn't you, if it isn't me, Marbles here. Hello. I gotta be honest with y'all, the last episode took a bit out of me mentally. I was gonna take a break from that topic, but the dreams just keep coming and coming, and like the more I think about my relatives, the more I dream about them or something relating to them. So there will definitely be a part 3 to this. The other night, my dad's uncle that I talked about in the last episode, he wasn't there, but his wife was, and she mentioned him in the dream that she was gonna relay a message. But yeah, if you haven't watched my last video on reuniting with loved ones in dreams, I highly recommend that you do that. This episode is a continuation of that. And I don't want to make this episode too long because I struggle when I'm editing. It literally took me a week to finish the last episode because, well, I was busy, but when I did finally get a chance to sit down and work on it, I would just fall asleep. Just like that. So it took me a while. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get on with this one. Let me remind y'all that I don't remember the order of my relatives passing. It's jumbled up in my memories, so I'm just gonna pick the ones that I don't really dream about. To begin with, there's my cousin Noel. I think in my lifetime I only saw him a couple of times, and that was when I was a little girl, so I don't remember him at all, and I guess that's why I never dreamt about him. The next one is my great-grandma, Trene. I meant to include her in the last episode because she was my great-grandpa's wife. She passed before him, but I don't remember any dreams that I've had about her. I don't think I ever have. And then the next two people, they were in the same dream, and I've only dreamt about them that one time, and it happened shortly after their passing. These are my mom's uncle and aunt. I call them my aunt and uncle too. My Aunt Cuca, Uncle Ventura. I don't know if that's the right term to call them, but that's what I saw them as, my aunt and my uncle. They lived right next to my grandparents in Mexico, so I saw them often because I would visit my grandma a lot. They died maybe in 2020, 2021, something like that. And they died days apart. My aunt passed away first, and her husband like a week or so later, a few days later, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is what I dreamt about a couple of days or so after my uncle's passing. I dreamt that it was my birthday. I had a small party that I shared with my cousin Michelle. There was a stack of gifts, and we were grabbing them at random, but not really because we kind of knew whose gifts were whose for the most part. After we finished opening the gifts, I saw my Aunt Cuca. She was saying her goodbyes to the people there, and she was just waiting for me. I gave her a hug, and I told her see you later, or something like that. And then she asked if I could help her walk somewhere. We were near the border, the US-Mexico border, and I guess she wanted to go to the other side. It was dark. We kind of got lost. And I didn't want to use the GPS on my phone because it was like at 5%. Eventually, we found some people, and I asked the lady where the location that my aunt wanted to go to was. I don't know if she was trying to go to like a specific building or where she wanted to go to. The lady told me that we had to get to a trampoline, and my aunt had to jump on it, and it would take her wherever it was she wanted to go to. For whatever reason, we had to go all the way back to where the party was, and I stopped at a bathroom, or maybe it was just a sink because I had to blow my nose. There was a lady handing out paper towels after I washed my hands. We went back to look for the trampoline, and at some point I saw my Uncle Ventura at the top of a small hill. He was playing a guitar, and there were dogs around him. I think he had been playing the guitar so that my aunt could find him. So they reunited, and they both left together to the other side. When I woke up, I felt a small wave of relief wash over me because while it was sad that they both passed away one after the other, basically, I had some peace in the thought that they were at least together in a way. It's just the way that my aunt said she wanted to get to the other side. Just, I don't know. I had this next dream shortly after my cousin Lalo's passing, which happened last year. It was a week before my wedding. It was another one that came out of nowhere. He was so young, only a few weeks younger than I was. It was tragic. He was a really nice person. He had such a great smile. I feel for his immediate family. They are so strong, and I love them so much. I didn't write down the dream, but I remember the main part of it. I was jumping across rooftops. It was really dark, but I could still see. I made my way to the ground, and it was like a maze. It was still super dark, and it was really foggy, but somehow I saw what was down there. It was like spider webs and bones. It was creepy. My cousin Luis was somewhere there, and he was looking for my cousin Lalo. I kept walking, and eventually I made it to an open area. It was the same, dark and foggy, but there was like a light shining onto a dock. And my cousin Miguel, who is one of Lalo's brothers, he was there by the dock just staring off into the water as if he was watching after something or watching after someone that had just left. So I didn't exactly dream about Lalo, but seeing Miguel just stare off like that kind of gave me the idea that he had just missed his brother to stop him from leaving on the boat or whatever, because he knew once he got on it, he wouldn't come back. And honestly, that's what I felt about my grief for him. Like, since I had the wedding coming up, I had to put all my emotions about my cousin's passing on a boat and send them away. I did feel sad. I cried so much when I heard about his passing. If I had the money to cancel everything, do it another time, I would have. It didn't feel right. Especially because I thought my cousin Lalo was gonna be there. I hadn't seen him in a long time. But I did get to see his immediate family though. Like I said, they're strong people, and in them, I see my cousin smile. This next death happened earlier this year. Another tragic one. This one was a distant cousin of mine, my cousin Pepe. He was so much younger than I was, and I had never dreamt about him before his death because again, like my previous family members, I rarely saw them. Maybe once every other year or two. I can't even remember when the last time I saw him was, but he was cool and funny. In the dream, I was in a truck with a random person who I had just seen scalping a woman. The woman was gone, and then it was just the guy in the driver's side. I was in the passenger seat, and Pepe was behind the driver in the back. We were talking about something. I don't remember what it was, but I think Pepe was blaming the guy for whatever happened to him. And there was another dream I had, not of him, but of his siblings. I saw them and I gave them hugs. I think my mind just always feels so guilty that I can't ever be there for family after they've lost someone. For the last relative that I'll talk about in this episode, my step-grandma's, I don't have much to say because the only dream that I've had about her since her passing, I talk about in episode 1 about the monkey man and ibuprofen. If you haven't seen it, I'll just recap. My step-grandma was trying to straighten my hair, and she was trying to help the monkey man get ready for whatever it was he was getting ready for. But yeah, that's all I can remember. Her death, it happened earlier this year, and it was just so quick. I had my own health problems going on at the time. I feel like I didn't even get the chance to process it, to grieve her. She's been in my life since I was born. She was a really nice lady, very caring. She treated all her step-grandkids like they were her own. I was able to see her before her death at the hospital. I was in the mindset that she would get better. And I told her that I loved her and that I'll see her again. But I wasn't able to, and I wasn't able to go to her funeral either. So yeah, it just comes to show what I said in the last episode, how you never really know when it'll be the last time you see someone. And your life can change, just like that. The people that you see, the plans that you make, the traditions you have, your headspace, everything can change, just like that. Everything turned upside down. Don't take anything or anyone for granted. Love as much as you can. Show people that you love them. Yeah, just be grateful, man. It's almost Thanksgiving, and you don't have to be thankful only on Thanksgiving. Let you be thankful in life in general. Be thankful every day. Okay, sorry. I don't want to be sad. So I guess I have 2 more episodes for this segment. The next one is about family, and the one after that is about an old classmate of mine and a celebrity. Then they've both passed away, so yeah, I'm still including it in this little segment because it's the same topic. I am hoping that I'll be able to get back to my regular episodes about dreams that I have that night or that week. I do want to mention an experience I had this weekend. I stayed at my parents' house in my old bedroom, and I was tripping. Every night I trip. I dreamt that my parents were leaving, and there were people outside of my bedroom. I could hear them talk, and they were talking about, oh yeah, let's just hide here until they leave, until the house is empty. So I could hear all that. And I got up and I looked out the window. And I didn't see anyone. I didn't hear anyone. And the thing was, I woke up and I did that. I guess I was still half asleep, half awake, because I remember looking at the blinds and fixing them, then going back to bed. I don't know. I just thought that was really weird. Like, it's going from sleep talking and accidentally sleep hitting Michael, I'm sorry Michael, to now actually getting out of bed and looking out the window. That's the closest thing to sleepwalking, and I was kind of awake. That's pretty much it, y'all. I'd like to give a shout out to Manny. If you're listening, Manny, hello. Thank you for listening. Manny was an old friend of mine, and I used to tell them all my dreams, and they just told me in the message that they always thought I was attuned to the universe in some way. That's not the first time someone has said something like that, so that's interesting. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, I don't know. I'm just me. Marbles. Y'all stay safe. There's a lot of craziness in this world. I will see you shortly. The next episode won't take me too long to put out because I already have most of it down. I just need to finish this and record the other one. I don't think I have any plans for this weekend. Oh, well, my friend Desi, he's in a band called Gods. You should check them out. He's coming over to my state, so I'm gonna try to go to his show. We'll see. I would love to see him, but we'll see. Gotta drink some coffee. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Thank you once again. And thank you for the likes and subscribes. Don't be scared of liking. Don't be scared of subscribing. Don't be scared of commenting. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you, and remember, don't let the bed bugs bite. Oh yeah, one last thing. I dyed my hair. It's cool. I've always been too chicken to dye it like this as much as this. I like it. I just wish the lady would have cut it shorter, because it's kind of falling on my neck a little weird, and it like curves up. I don't like that. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. If there's something you want to do, do it. You won't regret it. And if you do, well, learning experience. Okay. Bye bye.